I Am Woman, the brand new biopic that is set to go out, was swaying a famous musical icon, Reddy, who was a big part of the movement of the Women's March and a big musical icon during the 70s and 80s and all that kind of stuff. But with this film, with a musical biopic, if you really think about it, there's always that fear, right? There's always that fear that you're going to just witness a, the same movie that you have seen numbers of times is set with a Helen paint job, right? Like, if you explain Bohemian Rhapsody, you have also explained Rocket Man and Walk the Line at the Doors and insert any other musical biopic, right? That is going to be about the highs and falls, and it's probably be a troubled childhood, and probably something going with drugs, and how they're probably a bit of an asshole, and then the team break apart, blah 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 blah, you know. But with Iron Woman, it is something that you have seen before, but it's also maybe a little bit refreshing, where it is not about, you know, a troubled childhood. Turns out she had a really good childhood, you know. It's a person about a dream. It's about, you know, chasing that dream and you know, stopping the obstacles, even though the obstacles are there. And, you know, at the beginning she's at New York and getting ejected, mainly because, you know, it's the quote is basically this. You know, we don't records data, so shows that you know, people want to hear uh, teams. They want to hear teams. They don't want to hear solo acts. They want to, you know, something like the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. Those people, you know, get other two girls and we'll talk. And, you know, she wants to be a solo actor, a solo singer, and all that. And she has ambitions of that. And you kind of worry that, okay, might be a little bit savvy, like face your dreams and all that kind of stuff, and then all these things happen, which kind of does most of the first half of the movie. It does feel very sappy. It feels very Hollywoodized, even though it's like a explained movie, but it feels very Hollywoodized, even with scenes like a record producer saying, listen to one of the songs, it's like, we listen to your song and we find that it just feels very angry, you know? It feels very angry and it feels very man-hating. Can you not do that, please? Can we just, you know, sing about something that isn't about powering your gender? Um, Even though you're like, okay, there's a bit of happiness, and it feels like, okay, we are hitting that point where we have seen before. But when we hit the second act, where she is the icon, she is the musician, the musical icon that she is known as, we hit this point where, okay, the drama is hitting. Maybe they put a little bit too much on music, and have the actresses singing or miming the lyrics of the song. Um, Maybe a little bit of it, a little bit too much of it. But when the drama comes along, it really works. It really does work. I mean, there's a great scene. It's nearly at the end, where between her and her husband, who's basically her agent. And it's a classic thing of like, oh, you become less of a husband and more of an agent just because. And he's doing the whole thing of like, I made you. I will destroy you if you leave me. You know, that kind of shit, right? And there's this great scene at the end, and it's just really, it has this well done emotional scenes, and you realize that at the end of this movie, it's about a relationship falling apart. That's essentially what the movie's about. I mean, here's the thing: is it the best movie of the year? Nah, it isn't. But it is a pretty solid, well done drama, focusing on a icon that people have known, and a song that people know that they quote on talking about equality and all that kind of stuff. That, you know, makes people, you know, stronger, invincible, and all that kind of thing. It's a movie worth checking out at least. Yeah, well,